restoring the configuration file. Let's see what it is. So first of all, you know the Cisco IO file, Cisco iOS file. What do you mean by iOS? Means Internet Operating System. Because Cisco router or switch or whatever you device has must have some operating system as well. Allow for the file system read and write the operation. Show file system command list of the file system available. As you can see from here, let's say if I go to the router and I type the command show file system, so you can see whatever the file system available, it will show you. It is showing you that this router, every router may be in the world, whenever you type this command, because these it shows you different file system. For example, there is a flash and there is an NVRAM, and there is a size as well. Flash and NVRAM. So what is a flash? Flash where we actually store the operating system. Okay, and NVRAM where we store the configuration file. So once the configuration, when we type the right memory, it actually stored in the NVRAM, because RAM, when the router reloaded, the RAM is actually get empty. So basically, show file system will show you what are the files. As you can see on this router, there are many files. We are just discussing on the TFTP flash and NVRAM. Cisco bootable iOS image is located. So basically, the iOS image is located into the flash. If I type the command dir, so you can see a dir show you the flash, and you see this is the operating system. This is the Cisco iOS 1844 Advanced Services MAS 1.2.1. So basically, if I show version will show you how the router is boot up and the operating system, the hardware, software related information. So dir will show you the flash information, what is the configuration files, or sorry, even what is the operating system is saved here. The largest file system in the Cisco router, commonly stored in the iOS image. The dir command lists the content of the flash. If you want to see what is in the flash, you can type dir. The NVRAM file system commonly used to store the configuration file. It is not common for the iOS have a large NVRAM. Okay. Configuration file is a very text file. You don't need a very big one. Normally on the Cisco router, you also have the same command. Cisco switch, sorry. Okay, now why we are discussing this? Basically, sometimes what you need to do, your company over a period of time, the operating system or the file system iOS you have, which is actually running basic feature of the operating your router from the Cisco iOS point of view. What you need to do, you may need to upgrade the operating system, or you might need to take the backup of the configuration. So sometimes what happens over the period of time, the configuration file here. Let's say my router is in New York, and the router goes down, and you need to replace that. It must have some configuration file. So mostly on the Cisco router, what they do, or mostly company, what they do, they log into the system overnight, and they take the configuration backup. Because over the period of time, you take many changes every other day. That configuration must be taken, the backup must be taken. Why? In case of the router goes down, you need to replace the router. You can, if you have the backup configuration, you can take the configuration backup, put on the new router, and the router is running again. Okay, clear. Second thing is, sometimes we need to upgrade the operating system. Like we have Windows 7, we used to use Windows 7, now we have Windows 10. After Windows 10, maybe Windows 11, Windows 12, or so on. So sometimes on the Cisco router, you need to, sometimes it has a bug as well. Bug means the feature may not be working as exactly. So we ask the Cisco, they will ask you, okay, please, if you use different version, then it should be fine. In that case, again, you need to plan the upgrade. In upgrade, the device need to be, okay. So basically, we can take the backup configuration of the file router. So basically, if I go to my topology right now, this is the topology I have. This is my TFTP, right? This is NP server. Let me check into the TFTP server. So what we need is, So now I'm going to do a lab where I'm going to save the configuration backup. In order to take the configuration backup, you need a TFTP server. And you can make this server as a TFTP. Look at this. If you go to the services, you have this tab. And you can see there are many operating systems are already saved. Okay. You can turn the service on, off. So you need a server, you need a router, and you need a TFTP server. On the TFTP server, you can take the configuration backup as well, and you can upgrade or downgrade, or you can change the operating system as well on the Cisco router. So we are using, like for example, we are using, let's say I'm going to take the backup. So I have turned this feature on. This is on right now. Okay, so what I'm going to do, going into the Cisco router, copy. So first of all, let's say I'm taking the backup actually. So copy, we do normally copy run start. Everybody know that, what it does. So there is always a source. There is always a source and the destination. Remember? So source, the running is the source and startup is the backup. Oh, sorry, the destination. So when we say copy run start, it means I want to take the backup of the running into the startup. Similarly, if you do copy run question mark, you see some other option. See this now? FTP, TFTP. So FTP is like a file server where you can transfer your file. And TFTP, there are two protocols, FTP and TFTP. Who knows the difference between FTP and TFTP? FTP use TCP and TFTP use UDP. Please keep in mind. Okay? Both are used for the file transfer. So now I say copy run TFTP, enter. Now it's asking me the name of the router remote host. So I can give the IP address. I can give the IP address 10.1.1.2. Okay, look at this. I am going to give the IP address of the TFTP server. Now it's asking me what destination file you want to save. I can use the same file or I can use a different file. Okay. So you can see it copied it, writing the running configuration. When I go onto the TFTP server, it should show me that the configuration file has been copied somewhere. Look at this. Yeah. So previously that file was not there. Now what happened? Even my router, let's say this router, what I can do, I can erase the full configuration. Okay. Guys, I'm going to show you an interesting thing. I am erasing the configuration from this router. Right? How can I erase this? Write erase command. This will erase everything. Okay. Reload. Clear? So what I have done, I have reset to the factory default. Clear? This is a brand new router. I'm saying no. So this, look and see, every configuration is removed and even my interfaces are shut. Right? Now, because I have taken the backup somewhere, yeah, this file, I can load this into my router now. So let's say this is a new router. At least what is the minimum required from here? You must have a network connection between this router and TFTP server. At least. Because if it's like this, it will not work. So how can I do this? In interface, fast, 0/0, no shut, IP address 10.1.254. You can see interface come up, and you need to make sure that you can ping the other side. It will not be able to ping until this red or yellow become orange, become green. Okay, so wait a second until it turn it on. Oh, that's fine. So make sure before you can download the file again from TFTP. So previously we sent the file from the router to TFTP. Is it clear? Now we need to download the file from the TFTP to the router. So now look at that. What is the name of the router now? This router. Now, because this file is saved previously by me, what is the name actually? fnrtr0-config. Exactly the same name we need to type, but the command will be different. Copy TFTP, because TFTP is now the source. Okay, and running host name. That's the host name 10.1.1.2. Enter. File name. File name will be fn-router01 config. fnrtr router01 -confg. Yeah, is exactly same. confg, right? fnrtr01. Yeah. If the file name is exactly the same, it will download everything. Let's see. And the destination file name. So you can see it copied it. Now you see the router name changed from router to router name. And even show NTP status. NTP was because previously configured. So whatever the previous configuration was there, how about SSH? So everything SSH configuration, NTP, it's there. Now we can save this file into. So this is how you are in such situation. If the router configuration is deleted or you replace the router, you need minimum network connection between TFTP and the router, at least network IP connectivity. Then the command is saved, the copy command. You need to only change the source and destination. Okay, again, copy TFTP to running, remote name to file name fnrtr01. Done. Okay. So this is how you can take the configuration back up. Clear?